Now, this is a video I've been waiting to make because I wasn't even checking the calendar to wait for the moment, but it's arrived, you know, and it's been 1 month, no fap. I still find it so funny to say that. 1 month, no fap, 2 months, no box, and it's been probably the biggest growth period of my life. Like, let me just explain to you what it's like, no fap for a month.
All right, you guys, so the longest that I've ever retained, I'm not gonna tell you when I did it, maybe 6 months of retention. And that's no women, that's no beating my meat, that's no nothing, that's straight. I'm keeping my seed, I'm keeping my energy. Releasing is not something that I was focusing on at the time. So when you stop beating your meat, there's stages, you know, and I'm gonna break down the stages of what the process is like of eliminating beating your meat. The first step is realization. You need to realize that this is not working for you. You wanna stop, you wanna break the habit, you feel like shit after you do it every single time, but you still find yourself beating your meat because of the habit. You're so used to doing it and you haven't set and created a new habit of not doing it. That's the first step. The second stage of breaking your habit is actually stopping. You might go a day without doing it, 2 days, 3 days. Now you're creating new streaks. Let's call it streaks of how long you can retain and refrain from beating your meat. I'll speak from my experience. The first week is usually the easiest because I hit that stage of, yo, I'm done. I don't want to do this. I can't do this anymore. I'm good. And I'm already so depleted because I've been beating my meat so much that I'm drained, that I actually don't really even have that drive to do it. And that's in the first week. Once you hit the second week, that's where things get a little bit questionable because now you're stacked up. Now you have this energy. Now you're pretty bricked up. So now your sexual desires now are raging. You have that dog inside you, he's barking, but you're so used to just watching a video that that's your release. That's the route that you take to unleash your dog. But this is where it becomes the hardest week because this is your first time where your body is saying, yo, we gotta go ejaculate. So your body now is just craving it and now you're fighting your body. Your body and your mind and your spirit are clashing right now because you want to stop, but your body is saying, please, let's just do it. Now your mind is starting to tell you, oh no, just do it. Like, it's okay. We just went a week. A week is so long for us. We can go so much longer. We can do it again next time. And now you're battling yourself. Your mind is telling you wrong. Your emotions are telling you wrong. It's your spirit who's getting damaged if you go and do it and you break that streak. Your spirit is how you feel deep inside. So if you're doing things that are not for you and you know they're not good for you, you're just damaging your spirit. But once you make it past week 2, once you break through that initial rush of holy, like I need to go do something, now you're smooth sailing. Now you're like, okay, I already beat my first urge. I know what it's like to handle that. I need to keep doing this every day. And as you continue doing it every day, your streak gets longer. So now you went 10 days. Now you went 20 days. Now you went 30 days. Now you're a month. And you've never been a month before. And this is where you have a new standard now. Now you got to ask yourself, yo, I haven't beat my meat in a month. This is the longest that I've ever refrained from doing this. I can't break the streak now. Because if you break the streak, you have to start at 0. Do you know how hard it was for you to get to that week 1? To that first stage of just stopping? And then you had to get through the other hurdle of the urge is coming back and then you had to fight that. So do you really want to go and fight through this again? Like, you just did the whole work and you made so much progress. People will say, oh yeah, you did good. You went a month. You did, for sure. And that's great, 100%. But you'll cave, maybe. I caved before. There's been many times where I had a month streak. There was a time where I had a 7-month streak of no beating my meat. I don't even know if I was dealing with women at the time. I think I was. I think I was. But just beating my meat in general, I was not doing. And then I remember I was lit and I did it. I broke it may have been longer than 7 months. It may have been a year. It may have been a long streak where I was not beating my meat. And I remember I did it and I felt so dumb after the next day. I'm like, why would I do that? This didn't even feel good. I feel worse now that I broke my streak more than anything than that little 1 minute of, it's not even satisfaction, of 1 minute of mistake that was nowhere near worth the year. I think it was a year that I gave up. And then after you beat your meat for the one time, well, I might as well just do it again tomorrow. I already broke my streak. Let's do it again tomorrow. And now you're back into the cycle of beating your meat, which is, now it's a dark road and you gotta literally build everything back up. So me now, I'm 33 years old. I've already had these crash outs. I've already had these relapses, and it's no longer something I think about. It's no longer something I do. I just don't do it. It's not something that I would even consider, because I have been able to transmute my sexual energy into something more beneficial. I go to the gym, I go walk my dog, I read books, I work so much harder now. I'm able to talk to women better. I look at women better. I treat them differently. I treat them better because I'm just a different person. Spiritually, I've honed in and I've strengthened my spirit by eliminating beating my meat. And that's when you reach the final stage. The final stage is when it's no longer a thing. And it takes time to get there. I remember I made this video damn near 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I've been making videos on this, and that's when I started the journey of eliminating beating my meat from my life. Now, mind you, I've gone streaks within those 6 years. I've done 1 month, 2 months, 7 months, and I still have beaten my meat within the time, but I have beaten my meat less than maybe 100, yeah, not even that much, bro. Maybe like 50 times in the past, I don't know, 6 years, bro, maybe. Like I don't know, I don't know, it's just not something I do, you know, so. Again, those are the stages of breaking the beating your meat curse. And again, you're not addicted to it. You just have a very strong habit of doing it, of resorting to it. And you don't have to do that. You can develop yourself and you can fight it. And I promise you, at the end of it, it's like toxic layers you just remove from yourself. Every time you go on a streak, you're just removing a piece of that habit that's been engraved in your soul, in your mind, in your body. And it takes time to get off. You've been beating your meat for years. So you can't just expect to just one up and it's done. Nah, there's gonna be you're cursed. We've been cursed by this habit. So it takes time to break, but once you break, I promise your whole life changes, bro. My whole life has changed. I have developed and become the man that the young Nick would be proud of. The young Nick would say, oh wow, I never knew that I'd be able to break that habit, but yeah, I did. And you could do it too, but you just have to start today and you have to fight through. You just have to realize it's not worth it, bro. I'm telling you right now, it's not worth it. So I'll pray for you guys. If you guys have any other topics you want me to discuss, post that in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and yeah, we could break this curse together, y'all. I'm with you guys. We got this, y'all. Catch y'all in the next video.